Welcome to the Six Figure Business Mastery Podcast, where every week, Kirsten and Jeanne dive into the essential topics to fuel your business growth. From copywriting to course creation, mindset to video marketing, they've got you covered. Tune in for expert guest interviews on all things marketing and business, and learn how to work on your business, not just in it. So, get ready to unlock your business potential and take it to the next level.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. We are so grateful that you chose to spend a little bit of time with us today. And I'm really excited to introduce our guest today. Her name is Heather Aaron. Her company is Heather Aaron Digital Marketing, and she is a Facebook and Instagram ads strategist. She helps female entrepreneurs build active coaching and membership communities through budget-friendly, results-driven ad campaigns. She offers a range of services, including mentorship and end-to-end campaign strategy and management. So welcome, Heather. We're so happy you're here today.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
It's so funny. I still say we because my business partner, Kirsten, is with me in spirit, even though she's physically not with me. So it's just a habit. But I'm excited to talk Facebook ads today because we were talking before this and I said, it feels like a big black hole. And you can spend so much money and do nothing if you don't know what you're doing. However, you can spend some money and get really good results. So today we're going to talk about affordable ads and how they can build know and trust.
Yes, I hear that a lot. So many people are like, I spent some money, nothing happened, ads don't work.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. And I think they made it more complex, which makes it good and bad. Like it's good because you can do more with it, but it's bad for users who aren't in it all the time to understand it.
Yeah, they have the one side where they're like, okay, boost this post. So they try to make it easy for people. And then that's just a mess, especially now with the whole Instagram, iOS, like you're doing it from your phone, they charge you 30% more.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, so they have the boosted side, and then they have run your ads through Ads Manager. And then they're constantly changing the interface. And even in my different client accounts, I'm like, I'm looking for something and it's different in one account versus the other accounts. And like I don't think they're deliberately trying to make it confusing, but it can be so confusing.
Yeah, because there's Ads Manager, then there's Business Manager, and I honestly don't. I love technology. I use Facebook all the time, but it still baffles me, like you said, where things are. Because sometimes, I set this up years ago and it's over here, and I just need to set up a new one, and I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, Business Manager, there is some confusion there. Your Business Manager is like your big hub, and then everything's within it. So you just have to think of it that way. Ads Manager is just a little portion of what you can find within Business Manager.
I know when it comes to running ads, there is an ad that you can run for brand awareness. And sometimes I think people will say, that's nice. Is it going to bring me any traction? Is it going to help my business? So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there's a couple things to think of here. So when you go in to create an ad, there are different objectives. So your objective that you're going to choose when you click on that create campaign button, it needs to be driven by what your goal is. So if you want to sell something, you're going to use sales. If you want leads, people to sign up for something, and you're not charging them for it, then I would go with just the lead campaign. And then you have something called awareness. So that's where it gets confusing. Then there's traffic, and then there's a couple others. But what I'm talking about is just the idea of brand awareness, and you're running a couple different types of campaigns. One to grow your video view audiences, and the other to get post engagements or just engagements on your Instagram account and your Facebook page. I know that sounds a little confusing, but those two pools of people, I guess, can then be retargeted with other things. So the importance of this is really to keep people on the platform and engage them there so that you can run things later and retarget those people, and you're sure to reach them. Because with changes to privacy and stuff like that, people who go to your website, some of them can be retargeted, some can't, based on whether they've opted out of targeting. Even with email, you can set up a custom audience of people to target based on your email. And I don't know about you, but I, a long time ago, signed up on Facebook, like with my Yahoo email address. And now I'm using a Gmail account. So, and I actually, it's reverse now. My Facebook is my Gmail account. I sign up for things on Yahoo. So if I'm on somebody's list and they create a custom audience to try to target me, they're not going to reach me based on that list. So keeping people on the platform and getting those audiences as big as possible is really important, because you, through the use of the platforms, nobody reads the terms of service, but basically if you are using those platforms, they can target you with ads. That's how we can best reach people. If you want to reach them with like your higher level, even with a lead magnet. A lot of people run lead magnets just to cold audiences, but running these types of campaigns can almost pre-qualify people. So, if they've already engaged with you here, they might want to then sign up for a lead magnet if it's similar type of thing that you've talked about already and they know you already.
Yeah. So when you say video views, that can be a video ad. Is that right?
Yeah, so you would set up your engagement campaign optimized for video views. Then later, when you're going to retarget those people, you could say, I want to target people who have seen X amount of my video. There's different levels of engagement that you can target. So if you know that you've run like a 60-second video and people have watched most of it, then they're pretty engaged. So that's an audience that you can then create, and then you can retarget them with something else.
So when you're talking about video, again, just to clarify,
Mhm.
is it a video ad or is it a post that you are promoting that has a video, or could it be either?
It can be either. Yeah.
I know you don't recommend boosting posts, but you can use a post as an ad. Is that right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you are boosting, if somebody's listening and they're boosting, my suggestion is to do that through Ads Manager. So you're achieving the same thing, but you're taking that post and using it as your ad. So when you're setting up your ads, you can either create an ad from scratch, or you can use a post that you've already run. You could use a post, or you could use an ad that you've already run. So you could grab the post ID for that. That keeps all of your engagement that was on that ad, which is good for social proof and stuff. Or you could just pull in something that you've run on Instagram, on Facebook. It's like boosting, but not exactly boosting.
It's better than boosting.
It's better than boosting because you can do more. You can reach, your options are just better within Ads Manager.
More parameters of who you're targeting.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can target better, and you can also just get better analytics and just see different things in the reports.
Yeah. And do you typically recommend ads that have video?
Yeah. For clients that I've worked with, the videos have worked really well. For other people, I know that some people have tried video and it hasn't worked as well for them. So it's just one of those things where I suggest that if you're going to run a campaign, just try a couple different things. So try a video, try a static image, you could try a carousel. So you could do, if you're going to do 3 ads, I would do those 3 different things and just see what your audience prefers.
Would you just clarify what retargeting is? I know it is because I'm involved in marketing and it's fascinating, but do you want to just tell everyone, make sure everybody who's listening knows?
Yeah, so retargeting is just basically like getting whatever it is back in front of somebody again. So imagine you've gone to a website and you were there for a minute or two and you went to do something else, and then now you start seeing ads for that thing everywhere. That's retargeting. Somebody could just go to a landing page through a Facebook ad. Maybe they just decided not to purchase that thing. Maybe something pulled them away, pulled their attention away. And now you can go and set up an audience of people who have hit that landing page and then put the ads back in front of them. So it can be a really powerful thing to do just in getting more sales or more people signed up for a webinar or something like that.
So people, if they're going to start out brand awareness campaigns, is the objective to get more people to come back to your Facebook page? And does it have to be your Facebook page?
So your objective can be whatever you want it to be. So it's dependent upon what you're trying to do. Like I said, you can build up those audiences. So that's my main goal when I'm trying to run this very specific strategy that I run. So it's 2 different types of audiences. So there's that. But then as you're going through the setup of this, you're setting up retargeting, very strategic retargeting. So people who have been engaged with you for 30 days are now seeing something else. And then people who've engaged with you for 60 days, again, something else. So it's almost like its own little funnel within Facebook, where as people get to know you longer, they're seeing, you can decide if you want them to see something specific, give them a little bit more in-depth information into you and your business. So it's good for that. I am working with an author right now who I've set this all up for, and I've been running his ads since March. And his book was just released this month, but leading up to it, he had a sign up or buy the book, sign up for the bonuses kind of thing. And some of the ads, like in that lower level of the funnel, it's just all still top of funnel stuff, this whole entire strategy. But as people went through, then it was like, okay, you've been around in my audience for 60 days. Now I'm going to show you the book. We were going through or having people go through that ad funnel, if you will, and getting more clicks to his page and people landing on that page who might not have reached his page if we just ran it to cold. I hope that all makes sense. But yeah, so that's something that you could do. So many people are creating content. You're creating all of this content, putting stuff out there every day, trying to attract people. And how much engagement are you really getting? Because people with huge audiences, Instagram, they're getting a few comments on their posts or they're getting just a couple of likes. And I think you're only getting in front of 5% of your followers, I think, on Facebook, be a little bit more on Instagram. Something like this is like a billboard for your business, right? So I can't put up I could put up a billboard in my town, but it's not going to be very effective. How many people that go past that billboard are actually going to be like, oh, I need that service? That's not really going to work. But we have this opportunity to run these low cost ads on Facebook and Instagram and actually target the right people. So we're getting right in front of those people again and again. And as we do that, they're going to go, oh, I need a Facebook ad strategist or whatever it is you do. And you're going to be the one who's top of mind. And you're going to be coming across as the expert in what you do because you're just always putting out this content through your ads and showing it to the right people who need to see it. So that's really essentially why someone would want to do this.
Yeah, because we know that people need to be exposed to you and your business multiple times. Because sometimes they might see the initial ad and they might go, oh, that sounds like a good idea. But then, oh, somebody's at the door or the phone rings and now you're totally taking a different direction. Or if they see it, they go, oh, that's nice. But then they see it again and then they see something again. And then they might go, ah, yes, now I need to look into this. Now I have the time to do that.
Yes.
These types of ads can be inexpensive. What are we talking about price wise?
Yes, a couple of dollars a day. So the way that the strategy that I put together for clients is $10 a day. It's ad sets that are, I think, running at $1 a day. There's 8 ads in total. 2 of them are in different ad sets. And yeah, it's like you could make it a smaller strategy where you're not spending $10 a day, but this all works together with that retargeting that I was talking about so that you're hitting people at different areas of length of time of engagement. It's like a get to know you because you're introducing yourself and attracting that constant cold audience. So you're always getting in front of new people. And then as they engage, they're falling into these little buckets of different lengths of time. And the longer they know you, the deeper you can go. So it's very effective at $10 a day. You can build it out to longer lengths of time and just add those things in. So you could also use this strategy for things like testing audiences or testing messaging and stuff like that. It's as big as you want to go. But I would say if somebody's listening and they're like, I don't want a whole big strategy, just tell me like one ad to run. I would say just take like the best of your content that you're running on Facebook and Instagram, check your analytics, see what's doing really well, and then maybe just put that out there. $1 a day. If it's a video, run it for video views. If it's not a video, run it for post engagement. And then you're growing some audiences there that can then be retargeted. Another good thing is like podcasters. So a lot of times podcasters just want more listeners. So every time you release a podcast, have one of those little like clips of a little portion of your podcast, and that can be what's in your ad. And you can direct those people. I would say direct them to a website if you can. That way you're at least getting to that website audience is also growing. So that versus sending them just to Apple Podcasts or something like that. So that's another thing you can do. And you could do that on a couple dollars a day, $5 a day, whatever makes sense to you. But it does not have to be a lot of money.
Just for clarification, when you run an ad, you can have it run on both Facebook and Instagram. It's just different sizing. Is that right?
Yeah. For this type of thing, I would suggest that you choose only Instagram and Facebook placements. So it's all about the placement. So when you're setting up your ad, you're going to have a little section that says where, I don't know if it asks you, hey, where do you want this to show up? It'll be clear to you when you're setting it up. Don't choose WhatsApp and audience networks because that takes people elsewhere. So you want to build up the audiences right on Facebook and Instagram. So I would pick those two placements.
Okay. And then when it's keeping track of who sees or who interacts with your ad, does that build, I think it's called custom audiences. Is that right?
Yeah. So as people are watching your videos, engaging with your ad, going to your Facebook page or your Instagram account, those are custom audiences that you can create later. So when you go into set up a custom audience, it'll say, it'll give you a whole bunch of different options, and you would choose Instagram, Facebook, or video views, and you would pick the videos for the video view audiences. You would pick the videos that people have engaged with. It could be all of them, could be one, just depending on what your strategy is.
This has been so informative, Heather. Like I said, I just find Facebook and Instagram advertising a big black hole, but it's always important for people to come to somebody who has a strategy that they can help you with and that you don't have to spend $1,000 a day. Thank you for telling us all about this. Now, Heather has a quiz if you would like to take it. If you're not sure if you're ready for ads yet, you can go to heatheraaron.com/quiz, and we will put that in the show notes below. So where can they find you if people want to talk to you about your services?
The easiest thing would probably just be to either email me, hello@heatheraaron.com, or they can find me on Instagram and just send a DM. I'm at Heather Aaron Marketing on Instagram.
Fantastic. Heather, thank you so much for being here with us today. This has been a ton of information and so helpful, especially when there's so much competition on Facebook for eyeballs for on Facebook and Instagram. That ads are such a great way to go, but it doesn't have to be overly complicated and you can have help. So thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thanks for listening to the Six Figure Business Mastery Podcast. If you enjoyed listening to this episode and you are ready to leverage video marketing on all online platforms, or maybe even start your own video podcast, then you need to check out the Done For You and Done With You program at themarketingvaadvantage.com and take your business to the next level.